We are reporting from a new day of Russian-Ukrainian war. The Ukrainian army's counteroffensive continues unabated in at least 4 sectors of the front line. The dominance of the Ukrainian troops on the front line has almost exhausted the resistance of the Russian troops. The most notable events on the front line are taking place on the Zaporizhia front line and the Bakhmut front line. Let's start our daily map analysis based on recent reports. You can subscribe to our channel and turn on notification so as not to miss our daily map analysis reports on the Russia-Ukraine war. You can also like the videos to support our team preparing these reports, the Pioneer reports. We will start today's report by analyzing the latest developments on the Bakhmut line, which is the most important front on the northern line. As you know, Ukrainian troops have been conducting offensive operations in several areas north of the city center of Bakhmut and have been trying to establish permanent control over the positions they have captured. The Russian army is trying to prevent. However, it is not possible to say that this effort of Russian army has achieved any success so far. The latest reports show that all repulsion operations organized by the Russian troops against Ukrainian troops have failed. On the map, you can see the area north of Bakhmut called Orikhovo-Vasilivka. In the past days, the Russian army had also attempted to launch repelling operations against the blue-collared area north of this region. However, Ukrainian troops had previously successfully repelled these attacks. The Russian army launched another attack on the region. The Russian attack from the area northeast of Orikhovo-Vasilivka was repelled thanks to the successful defense of the Ukrainian troops. It is claimed that Russian army retreated with heavy losses. According to local sources, there was a chase between some Ukrainian troops and retreating Russian troops. It is reported that during the chase, Russian troops were pursued to the east of E40 highway, which you can see on the map. However, it is not possible to capture this area with a large number of troops. According to military experts, this pursuit was done to provide reconnaissance in the area. The E40 highway is also part of the strategically important M03 highway, which runs all the way to the Ukrainian capital, Kiev. Allegedly, the next goal of the Ukrainian army in the region is to take steps to ensure the control of the M03 highway. However, for this, Ukrainian troops need to strengthen and expand their control in Orikhovo-Vasilivka, Berkhivka, and Yahidny. Let's take a look at the latest developments on the southern front line on Bakhmut encirclement according to the latest reports. Fierce fighting between Russian and Ukrainian troops continues in direction of Klishchivka, the southern part of Bakhmut siege. As you may recall, the Ukrainian army recently carried out an operation called Operation Canal and captured the area known as Serbsky Donets Donbass south of Klishchivka. With the capture of the region, the Ukrainian army gained a great advantage and dominated the area, which is a natural position. The Russian army, on the other hand, could not digest the loss of this region. Therefore, it launched an offensive operation in the Canal region. The attack launched by Russian army was successfully repelled by Ukrainian troops stationed in the Serbsky Donets Donbass region. It is claimed that the defense line established in the region is quite durable. In addition, the Ukrainian army is reinforcing its troops in the region at regular intervals, trying to further strengthen its dominance. The offensive south of Klishchivka is part of an important plan. The capture of the region is necessary for Bakhmut encirclement. The Ukrainian army is advancing faster in Berkhivka and Yahidny. However, progress in Klishchivka is somewhat slow. Recent reports suggest that the Ukrainian army is also conducting operations in Klishchivka to implement a siege strategy. Allegedly, Ukrainian troops managed to advance about 1 kilometer in their operations south of Klishchivka. According to the latest information, reports by Ukrainian Defense Ministry spokesperson Hanna Maliar, the Ukrainian troops advanced in the direction of Kordyomivka as part of the Bakhmut operation has reached about 1,500 meters. This advance is expected to accelerate in the coming days. Now let's take a look at the latest developments on the Zaporizhia front line and Kherson, the so-called southern front line. Again, we will analyze the latest developments according to the information provided by the ministry spokesperson Hanna Maliar. In our previous report, we shared with you that the Ukrainian troops continue their operational activities in the direction of Volodina and Voronezh. The Ukrainian army's effort to consolidate the Ukrainian fortifications in the liberated areas continue unabated. There are many local reports that there are Russian troops sent to the region to prevent the Ukrainian army from doing so. However, Maliar's reports do not contain any information about these allegations. There is a very remarkable area in the region in question. Russian troops deployed in this region, known as Priyotnoye, recently released a video message. In this video, Russian soldiers who stated that they were stormtroops called on the government for urgent support. According to the soldiers' claims, only 20 of the 150 members of the storm company has survived. However, there was an important development regarding the fate of these 20 soldiers. The base of the stormtroops as a base near Priyotnoye was raided by Ukrainian troops. It is claimed that the base of the stormtroop has fallen into the hands of the Ukrainian troops. If 20 soldiers did not retreat before the raid, they may have been captured by Ukrainian troops. The repeated emphasis on Berdyansk in the statements of the minister's spokesperson is quite remarkable. As you may recall from our previous reports, there was an intense effort by Ukrainian army to reach the coast of the Sea of Azov. However, we are witnessing that this effort was mostly focused on Mariupol. According to the latest reports, Berdyansk has been prioritized over Mariupol. We can claim that Berdyansk is the main focus of the recent operation of Ukrainian troops on the Zaporizhia front line. According to Maliar, Ukrainian offensive forces have advanced about 1,300 meters to Berdyansk since the start of the counteroffensive. The operational activity around Kherson has remained largely unchanged. As you know, Ukrainian troops have taken control of Antonivsky Bridge on the eastern side of Kherson. The geography of Kherson does not have many elevations. The area under the control of Ukrainian troops is slightly higher than other regions. Making good use of the dominant hill advantage, Ukrainian troops easily repelled the Russian troops' operations to capture the region. According to the latest reports, a Russian unit that organized an operation to capture the area under the control of Ukrainian troops was completely destroyed. Do you think the Ukrainian army's counteroffensive is successful, and is it possible that Bakhmut will fall into Ukrainian hands? How do you assess the latest developments on the Zaporizhia front line? Do you think Ukrainian troops will be able to make further progress in Kherson? We value your opinions. Please share them with us.